And we're going to go ahead and start because we have our second and third quickest qualifiers. And our second fastest qualifier for tomorrow's race is Carl Edwards. He drives the number 99 Fastenal Ford for Roush Fenway Racing. And our third quickest qualifier is Joey Logano, and he drives the number $20 General Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Carl, I heard you out on pit road talking about just all the effort that everybody has put in the last few days, and just talk about how that played out here today with a good qualifying effort.
Yeah, this is huge for us, and I think it's a testament to our whole team and everyone at the shop, at their ability to rally around a cause. You know, after Loudon, we were all scratching our heads. We met on Monday, and you know, Bob was he finally let us in on all the stuff he was struggling with, and you know, we realized two things about him: just how tough he is, and he's able to perform through everything that he'd been going through the last year or so. And then second, I learned how humble of a guy he is to be able to say, hey, look, the best thing is to have Chad going forward, and however I can help is how I want to help. And that's pretty amazing for a guy to be able to do that. And so to come here 2 weeks later and to have a qualifying effort like this, I think says a lot about you know, Bob, Jack, Chad, all the engineers, everyone who's put their effort into this. So it's a great lap for us. I know it's just one lap, anything can happen in the race, but it's really good. And I also have to say, Scott Bruschetta from Big Machine Records, he came down and talked to me a little bit before qualifying, and so I'm gonna have to ask him to do that each week now. He's good luck, and he's letting me introduce Justin Moore for his concert tomorrow before the race. So I'm pretty excited about that. I get to go on stage and introduce my buddy before he plays for everybody. So just a fun weekend, and glad it got started this way.
Thank you, Carl. And Joey Logano, certainly an outstanding qualifying effort for the number 20 Toyota. Talk about it.
Yeah, our guys did a really good job between the first and second practice. We unloaded today not very good. I think we were about 30th on the chart or worse. And, you know, we're really struggling. And then they made some good changes in between practices. We focused pretty hard in qualifying, making 5 qualifying runs, and got our car pretty good. I think we were third in the second practice there. So felt like we had a shot at the pole. Didn't feel like I hit my lap quite as good as I needed to, and you know, our car was just a little bit too tight. So, but either way, we've definitely made some big improvements, and we were able to go back to race trim and make some gains there too. So. We're improving as the weekend goes. We did the same thing with our Nationwide car. We didn't unload good there either, and we're slowly making improvements there. So we'll see what happens when the races start.
Questions now for Carl or Joey? Raise your hand. We got a wireless or two, I think, in here. Questions? Let's go right over here. This gentleman here, and then we'll go to Nate.
For both of you, can you just talk about the importance of really qualifying well here, just in terms of track position, just the long straightaways, and just overall the setup coming up here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever qualified well here till now, so I'm not sure. It seems like it would help, though.
Yeah, I've same thing. I've blown up in practice here twice and had to start in the back, and I know it's really, really hard, and it takes all day to get up there. So starting towards the front's going to be, I think it's more important here than probably anywhere that we go. So should help.
Let's go to Nate, if we can get him the wireless. Go ahead.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. Carl, just observing you in the media session and then here today, it seems as if, maybe overanalyzing this, but it seems as if you're looser, maybe more relaxed. Has the change maybe helped, and it's just a clean sheet of paper for the entire team, and you guys just maybe just didn't think about how the season has gone to date and just went out there and did well?
You know, maybe, but it might just be we had an off weekend. We were, I think we've kind of, you know, I don't know what the different levels of, it's like you're in denial, then bargaining, finally acceptance. I think we accept that we are, like, we just got to do it. There's nothing really to say. And so part of that, I think, is just that this is all kind of new. Somebody asked me, you know, what's it like working with Chad? What's he like? I said, I don't know. I don't even know him, you know? I mean, so this is all, we're just going and racing. And so, yeah, if that might make us a little looser to know that we're throwing it all on the table. We don't really have anything to lose at this point. And maybe that maybe you are overanalyzing it, but maybe there is something there. I don't know.
Take one more question for these two guys, and then we got to get to Denny. He's got the race to go to, as well as Joey. Any questions for Carl, or final question right here?
Carl, talk about what went into today's run. What made it happen for you? How did you achieve success?
That's a good question. It starts at the shop, and I think that today specifically was just what we talked about earlier, the fact that all the guys got together and worked towards this common cause. You know, Jack Roush, by Monday at noon, we knew what our plan was going into this weekend as far as who was going to be working where. Everybody's worked really hard for the last 12 days or however long that is, to make this happen. And it's just one lap. I mean, anything can happen, but this is the first step towards our comeback to make the chase. And I think everyone did a good job, but it's about people. You know, Jack Roush is a guy that he is not afraid to work, not afraid to make change, and I'm just really happy that this is going well so far.